Hello, everybody. I don't even know if there's anybody here. Oh, there's no one here yet. Okay. Let me. Wait. Hello. Hi. Hello to the 3 people who are in the chat. Hello. Or who are here. I'm just trying to see if other people. Um. Okay. Anyways. All right. Whoever's here is here. Hello to the 10 people in the chat. So I remember, guys, I said last Thursday when I went live that I'll just go live on Thursday. So here I am, being a woman of my word. I don't know if we're gonna get more than 10 people. Now there's 9 people, but it's okay. So I do not pre-rehearse live streams. Like, I don't even know what to talk about, guys. What do you want me to talk about? What should we talk about? Or should I just, I don't know. Okay, it's fine. It's okay. We'll just roll with it, y'all. And whoever's here is here. So could the other 9 people who are watching, if you have YouTube accounts, could you comment in the chat? Because I only see 2 comments. So yeah. Whatever I choose. Jerry, what should I talk about? I don't know how to even start. Like, advice on growing one's channel. Okay, that's something that I'm personally still learning myself. I'm not where I want to be YouTube wise at all, and I feel like for a long time when I started with YouTube, hello Sheila, hello. Right now it's 7:26 p.m. where I am, but I feel like, okay, here's my advice for growing a YouTube channel. Do something, make videos that you would watch, and make videos that are you find generally interesting, like some of the things that you gravitate towards. Like, if you like watching documentaries and you're really into history, you could try to make your own documentaries if that's something that you're really passionate about. I would not say do things because it's trendy. If you literally hate shopping, don't try to make fashion videos, because that's not gonna be something that you genuinely enjoy. So I wouldn't recommend jumping on every single trend of like, oh, it's popular to do, these things this week and then that thing that week. I wouldn't personally recommend that, because you kind of get like lost in the sauce and you don't really have your own identity. So if if everybody's doing makeup videos, you said you started your channel on Halloween and you only have 23 subs. You're doing spooky stuff because you love everything paranormal. Yeah, I mean, you see, that's something that you already like. So you could do like ghost videos, or, oh, 5 different, the top scariest haunted houses. So like, yeah, if you like to do things that are paranormal, then do things like that. Like, oh, the top 5 spookiest haunted houses in America. Oh, the top 5 craziest ghost stories, the top 5 most paranormal or places where people go missing or whatever, like those sorts of like I would say like to streamline it. So if there's something that is like a big concept, like let's say the paranormal, because there's ghosts, demons, haunted houses, spooky stuff, right? And I think that's a little bit difficult in a way because Halloween is really where most people focus on spooky things, but you could still keep it going all year round because that's something that you like. And also, this is not sponsored at all. I do not work with this company at all, but I would recommend getting this thing called vidIQ, VID IQ, and it's like a YouTube like metric system where it shows you literally on the dot like how many subscribers you have, how many views you got in the past hour. Like it literally shows you all of your analytics. But what I love about it is that you can basically look up anything in the search bar, and then it'll help you with SEO. Hi Paula. Thanks for watching. Hello. Thank you for being here. Please tell people to watch because we have how many viewers? 10 viewers? 10 people? But with vidIQ, you can basically when you look up something in the search bar and you hit enable, there's a thing that says enable keyline terms or something like that. It'll show you everybody else's hashtags. Yeah, switch to vidIQ. It'll help you. You'll see everybody's hashtags, basically all the SEO that they use to get people to watch their videos. So like just you can copy that and paste it when you upload a video and you put it in your tags. So that's so much easier instead of having to like have go and look up, I don't know, the tags that people are using, like trying to do your own tags. So yeah. Hello, Del Plumber. Hello. Hello. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Yamilet. Hi, Tracy. Hello, guys. So yeah, that's my advice for starting a YouTube channel. Do something that you genuinely like. But I would also say just start. Like literally just start. Do not wait because I'm recording this on my phone. I'm not using any fancy technology. Like don't run out and say, "Oh, I can't make a YouTube video until I get the DSLR camera, the until I get the big studio lights, until I get the soft boxes, until I get whatever." Just record on your phone. Like you don't even need the tripod, to be honest. You could just film a little YouTube channel intro of, "Hey guys, my name is such and such, and this is my video. I make paranormal videos and I'm going to be making this kind of content." And you always start with 0 viewers and you always start with 0 views. This is a crazy story. This happened like last week. I want to say last week, maybe this week, but this has to do with this topic. I saw this girl's video out of nowhere, like it was in my little recommended, and this girl was basically talking about how her YouTube was her video was literally called something like YouTube is racist. I'm not going viral because YouTube is racist. And it was a black girl with glasses and an afro, and she was not unattractive. Like she was not an unattractive person, right? And I'm saying this because the attractive or unattractive part goes into the rest of the point. So I went to her video, but I didn't watch it because when you see certain titles, you already know the energy of the video. And like I honestly believe that there's some people who make videos with a certain energy about them that like low key transfers to you when you watch their video. And I know that sounds kind of woo woo, but but so also what helps is, of course, when you edit videos, like the more you talk on YouTube, the more it'll help you learn how to streamline, because there are people who when they start recording they realize that they're on camera and it sounds like they get awkward because they're on camera and they're like, oh yeah, like when you first get on camera and you first try to record it becomes very awkward because you're like, do I really sound like that? Is that what I really look like? Oh, let me fix this, let me fix that. Because we're not in a big studio like on TV that that has the best angles and the producers and the what is this, the cue cards and all that kind of stuff, right? The teleprompters. But there are ways to get like a teleprompter so that when you're on your phone recording, there's a teleprompter. Like if you want to make a script, I've never used a teleprompter before, but I know some people do that for ads where they'll like have a teleprompter thing on their phone where like while you're recording, it'll just it will literally just show you the words so that you can just read them on the phone and it sounds more natural, if that would help you. You know what I mean? Because I'll talk in a video for like an hour and a half and then edit it down to 30 minutes, so I have to literally listen to myself chop this up. Oh, I have a run-on sentence here, chop that up, chop this up, chop that up. And over time, because you have 23 subscribers, you just started in October, literally over time it will get better. You know what I mean? You will learn how to condense things. Yeah. Exactly. Paula said that that she just gets in front of her little phone and she talks as she would speak to a friend. Yeah, that's what works too. You just have to you'll get the hang of it. But just keep on going, and I'm proud of you because you already started. You already have 23 subscribers. 23 will turn into 230 and 2,300, and you'll just keep on going and keep on going and keep on going. Let me scroll up because I feel like I've missed a comment. Hold on. Hold on. Any advice on growing a channel? Yeah, that's it. Too buddy. Hello everybody. Hello. Um, Come on, Lady Letitia's live in a moment. She'll be cooking. I promised that I would go live on my own channel on Thursday, so I'm gonna do that. And I've never talked to Lady Letitia like that, so yeah. Hold on, wait. So wait, hold on. Let me see. Um. So this person DT981 made a ridiculous comment. I have no idea who I have no idea who this person is, but I literally told myself, and I put it in the community tab, you guys, to everybody else who's watching, that when people make stupid comments, I wasn't going to hide them. I was going to literally pin them or like make it public, because whenever people make ridiculous comments, whenever people make ridiculous comments, hi everybody. Whenever people make ridiculous comments, I'm just like, oh, everyone should be able to see it, and I don't have a bruise. So, anyways, whatchamacallit, and I don't have any kids, and I don't have a baby daddy. That's so that's so ridiculous and so stereotypical. No, I don't have any kids, and I don't have a bruise on my face. This is hyperpigmentation. This has been here since 2017. So, yeah, I don't even know who you are, but you're ridiculous. Anyways, what happened to Harry today? I have no idea. I have not been paying attention to the Invictus games. I'm not gonna lie. I watch you guys' channels, so I just pay attention through you guys and on X. So yeah. Civ said, "How was your day? How's my day going?" It's 7:30. It wasn't bad. It snowed today in Oregon, so I'm just chilling. Um, Ignore ignorant people. Yeah, they just want attention. So yeah. People will literally do anything for attention. It's very funny. But I always say that, like, there was a person who very recently got obsessed with my channel, and every time I made videos, they would literally leave these long crazy comments going on these crazy tangents, and I would literally read them and then respond and then thank them, because the thing about it is, the more people watch my videos, the more money that I get paid from Google AdSense. So it's just very funny because, like, the people, the people who, the people who don't like me are my biggest fans. Like, it's actually funny because they actually like me because they keep tuning into my content. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of funny. Let's see. All right, let's see. He was AWOL. 2 p.m. in the afternoon here in Australia. Um, Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. I really don't know what to say about that. I don't know why you even told me that, but okay. Well, a lot of melanated, very, a lot of very melanated people, Del Plumber, get hyperpigmentation. We just sometimes produce extra pigmentation. I don't know. It is what it is. But what do I make of the Invictus games? Because I'm American, I know of the Wounded Warrior game, so I know about that. And I think for the veterans, it's important to still feel like they're part of a community and that they have a place to, like, obviously participate in sports. And it's clear that the veterans love sports, or else they wouldn't be there and stuff. And because I think a lot of people, after they come back from war, like, they just kind of get tossed aside by society, which is really sad and unfair. But I'm glad that they had a place to, participate in these things. But unfortunately, obviously, um it's 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 just become the Harry and Meghan show. So yeah, guys, Paula's watching my live, so you stop trying to steal her away. Like, literally stop trying to steal her away from being in my audience. Don't be weird. Oh man. Okay, any other questions? No, I mean I agree that the veterans are being disrespected. I mean, I think obviously it's sad because they're the event is being overshadowed, right? We all know that it's being overshadowed. So, you know, yeah. Yeah. I wish they could participate in the Wounded Warrior games, but I don't know if that's only for Americans. I really don't know the details. Yeah, the disrespect to Tom Bauer is sad. Like it's very sad. And obviously I believe this is my opinion that the $60 million is misappropriated. So, um whatchamacallit? Yeah, the district yeah, so Tiger Eye. If people don't know, I'm gonna say the Tom Bauer who wrote the book Revenge. He wrote Revenge, right? That basically he got confronted by people in the Sussex squad who are like screaming at him saying, "Oh, we know why you're here. We're putting a we're putting you on notice, whatever." It was just ridiculous. It was literally ridiculous. And they're like, "Oh, why are you here?" And he's like, he has a press pass. He's allowed to be there. So, you know, anyways, that was just really ridiculous. But yeah. I mean, obviously, it's not what it used to be, and of course, because the royal family like is not part of it anymore, like they were when it first started in 2014. Obviously, it's just not the same. It's just not the same. It's getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and it's just sad. But some people build things and break things. Yeah, it was public harassment. It wasn't cool. And the thing is, like, no matter if I if I don't like you, I'm not gonna literally corner you and record, like literally put you in a corner and record and be like, yeah, we know what you're doing here. We're coming to spread the word. You know. Um, you said, is there a free screen recording program that records system audio as well? Honestly, I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie. I truly have no idea. I know that just Zoom on a regular computer screen records the Zoom call. But other than that, I really don't know. I used to use like Windows used to have like a weird Xbox system that would basically screen record for you, but it doesn't work on my computer anymore. I don't even know why. It's just very weird, but um um Langdon said Charles made a phone call, blah 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 blah. Tom Barr is part of the Royal Rota, blah blah blah, various recordings. Honestly, I don't know. I'm sorry. I have no idea. I wish I could help, but I can't. I don't know. Hello, AK. I see you have a hands up emoji. Hello. Hi. Oh, geez. Paula, are you okay? So, when I was in the Sussex squad, I was not necessarily asked to do mean stuff. What happened was basically like, if let's say that there was this is like pre-Megxit, right? So this was what, 2018, 2019, and then going into 2020. But let's just say 2018 and 2019. It was more so that like if there was a Megxit account before Megxit, like just an account that didn't like Meghan, right? That people would basically put it in their stories and be like, oh, you guys should report this account because they're talking trash about Meghan and Harry sort of vibes. Because I remember back then that there were accounts that would be like, oh, Meghan's faking her pregnancy or whatever. She's not who you think she is. But I literally at that time thought that they were crazy. So like I literally didn't even I would just block the account. Did you ever report me? I don't remember. I honestly don't even know if you were on Instagram or you even find my page. Like, I don't remember ever interacting with you ever, but I know there was one account that didn't even have a profile picture that messaged me, and they were basically like, "Yeah, Megan is wearing a moon bump," and I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Like, I was just so because no one ever like that was back when everybody liked Megan, so like no one ever said anything negative. So when they said that, I was like, "What the hell? Like, what do you mean?" And I think I just blocked the page like way back then. Yeah, so that's all. That's all I remember. And then it was just that people would call Catherine Duchess Doolittle, and there was that chart that would go around basically saying that like Meghan had all of these accomplishments and Catherine had like this many accomplishments before getting married. So it was just like that sort of thing. So no, no, I did not get any instructions other than like, oh, this account is bullying Harry and Meghan and block them. No, I didn't. I was not high up in the food chain. But the thing that was weird was that Yankee Wally and Darren the doll. Yeah. Anyways, whatchamacallit. No, the weird part though was that there hello Tyrell, there's no topic. We don't even know I don't even know what to talk about. I don't do pre-thought out live streams. This is only like my second one because remember I don't know if you were here last week, but I said I was gonna go live, so I just decided, oh, I'm just gonna go live today. But I don't have thoughts like before I hit live. I'm not like, oh, hello kids, this is the topic of today's class. Um, but no, Paula, I never got any instructions. It was just like, oh, this account is bullying them, block them. That was literally it, honestly. What's up? Nothing much is up. It was snowing. Can I explain or resume? What's my opinion on Megan, the Megan issue? Because I really want to understand. Is she an actress, a mom actress? Are her kids real? I mean, she's not an actress. She hasn't acted since she was on Suits. So, hello, the Queen's Guard. Hello. Um, is she a mom? In her words, yes. According to her, yes. Are her kids real? I've never seen them in person, so I can't. I all I all I can say. I don't live in Montecito. All I know is what she has shown on in the public eye, Netflix and whatever. That's all I can say. But yeah, Paula, what happened with the earthquake? What's up? Yeah, we have to say allegedly around these parts. I don't even want to go into the kid debacle, but it was funny how when Charlotte and Louis were watching the whatever game it was, rugby, football, whatever the people watch over there, soccer that y'all call football, and Catherine posted a picture of the back of the kids with the jerseys on, and then Megan just posted in her she posted in her Instagram stories the jerseys just laying on the kitchen counter with her making like a snack board. Hi Ezike, what's up? Can I cover some of just Harriet and Invictus? Um, I can't really, like, I don't care. Like, honest to God, like, I really don't care about. I don't care enough about that topic to like even the only thing I remotely care about, I'm gonna watch the Netflix show just to break it down, and then like I don't really care though. Honest to God, like I can't even lie. I'm not gonna lie and say that I care enough. I don't care. And I'm not gonna just cover it just for views because I don't care enough. Like, I'm sorry. The Super Bowl halftime show. Okay, so I've listened to Kendrick's music like off and on since he came out. So Kendrick Lamar, like, to me, I've known of him for a very long time. Funny enough, my favorite song by him, one of my favorite songs by him, my top five is the song he did with Drake called Poetic Justice. It's a great song, and then they sampled Janet Jackson. So I personally think about the Super Bowl performance was that it's very multifaceted, okay? On one level, the thing about it was, in my opinion, my own interpretation of the Super Bowl halftime performance, knowing just who Kendrick is in like hip hop, like I believe that his message overall was that black people are foundational to America, okay? Because you had the red, white, and blue, all the dances were black, you know, all that kind of stuff, and that hip hop is foundational to American culture and as spread around the world, okay? Number two, the whole Uncle Sam thing, as Samuel L. Jackson dressed up as Uncle Sam, represented like obviously like they weren't gonna I mean they could have had a white man play Uncle Sam, but they didn't. They had a black man, you know what I mean? But like the things that he was saying of like, oh, you guys are being too loud and too ghetto is like the system, right? Of like how the system treats black people of, oh, you guys need to calm down or whatever. The second point, I didn't necessarily like the whole group of songs that he performed because I felt like Kendrick has so many hits. Like if you've listened to his music over the years, like I don't listen to him more so now other than like the Drake beef, but like he has so many songs in his catalog that people actually know. Like I feel like he picked songs that like only his fans would know other than the Not Like Us song. Like I feel like most of the other songs are songs that like people were like, wait, I was like, I haven't heard half of these songs, okay? So I feel like he should have performed Swimming Pools. That's a song a lot of people know. Poetic Justice, I feel like he should have, obviously since Drake wasn't gonna be there, that he should have had Janet Jackson perform her part because the song samples her. I think that would have been a very great return to the Super Bowl for Janet Jackson to come and sing her part. That would have been sick and like a really cool homage to like Janet Jackson. Um and I think that him even performing Not Like Us was just an FU to Drake because I know some people said that he was calling out the cabal, but that song is literally about Drake. So he and Drake is Canadian. If you guys don't know, Drake is Canadian. So it was literally just beef of like, oh, I made it to the Super Bowl and you didn't, and I'm better than you. And like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but in the crowd when he was singing Not Like Us, it said "Game Over" in lights. So like he was basically saying, I won the beef. You know what I mean? So I just think that like if I was the person who was putting together the set list for the Super Bowl, I feel like the artist pick it, that I would have just had him pick other songs that are more of his hits in his catalog and then like finish with the big surprise of like or because SZA was there, and that's not bad because like the song that he sang with her was The Girl Who Was in Red, if you have no idea who that is, with the long curly hair. But whatchamacallit, it was it was not bad, but I feel like he could have had more of a big bang, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, but um, no, yeah, I mean, but Tyrell, hip hop is like beef. Like honestly, it's getting girls, bragging, money, and just beef. Like it's. I feel like the days of like let's educate ourselves in hip hop, that message is long gone, in my opinion. But if you guys could pick Super Bowl performers, who would you pick? Let me know in the comments. I just miss the older people. Like I honestly miss the older people, like the pre TikTok. Yeah, Lil Wayne is literally from Louisiana. Like I don't know why I didn't pick him, but it's because obviously, if you guys don't know, Jay-Z has a deal with the Super Bowl. He had one. I think this was the last year. He had a 5-year deal with them for $25 million, where his artists that were on his label, Rock Nation, would pick the Super Bowl. He would pick the Super Bowl performance. So that's why it's been like Usher, Rihanna, what's his name? Kendrick, all of those people for the past 5 years basically. But I miss like the older people. Like Usher, I don't mind. That's fine. Rihanna, I don't mind either, because she doesn't make music anymore. So that was nice, I guess. But yeah, I just feel like the Super Bowl performances are just not like good. I didn't watch Usher's, but yeah, I wish I saw MJ too. Like I literally said I'd rather watch a hologram of him than like watch what the new people are doing now. You know what I mean? And the crazy part is like all the artists that used to actually perform are like getting older, and who's next? Like, are they gonna bring Taylor Swift? It's funny because Kendrick has a song with Taylor Swift, Bad Blood. He was on the record, so that's funny that he could have brought Taylor Swift to perform. Yeah. Oh, are they reuniting? I didn't know that, Terrell. Like, yeah, Cash Money guys. That's a legendary label and group. Yeah, that would have been sick if they had performed. That would have been literally legendary. But didn't happen. Maybe next year. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah. Um, you know, this may sound really random, but I would have Kelly Clarkson perform. Kelly Clarkson, I mean, she doesn't sing now, but she has hits. You know what I mean? Like, she has hits. Or I'd have a medley. Like, I would literally do a medley of people. Lady Gaga was pretty good. I barely remember her performance, but she has hits. I can't even lie. Like, she's iconic. She's a person who is genuinely iconic. So, like, you know. Um, Kelly Clarkson, I almost thought you meant Kelly Rowland. I was like, wait, what? But Kelly, Kelly Rowland can sing too, you know? Hi, Lorraine. But yeah, we're talking about the Super Bowl and who we would pick to do Super Bowl performances, and I said I would pick Kelly Clarkson because she has hits. Like, I miss the older people who have the hits, because you know when you're a kid like watching American Idol and you're like 8 years old and you're like, oh, one day I'll go to their concert, and then by the time you grow up they're done singing, so it's just annoying. I would have a medley of the American Idol legends just come. Chris Daughtry, yo, bring Chris. Oh my God, bring Chris Daughtry. I would even have Nickelback perform. Don't even like, don't laugh. Okay, I would literally. I know they're Canadian, but I would literally have Nickelback perform because Nickelback has hits, and don't even like, don't argue. It's okay. The last Super Bowl performance was Whitney Houston. That was a long time ago, Sheila. That was a long time ago. But she sang that national anthem. She sang it. She sang it. She really sang it. Yeah, but guys, in the comments, let me know. You'd have the Backstreet Boys perform? Okay. Okay. What if we had like a medley of boy bands? What if we had a medley of the boy bands and had like all the hits, right? What if we had like, you know, literally the Backstreet Boys, in sync, um would we have to have One Direction? We'd have to have One Direction, and I feel like we'd have to end it with like a K-pop group. Because when you look at the trajectory of boy bands, it goes from like, you know, the white boys in the 90s to K-pop. So we'd have to have like a medley of boy bands throughout the years. And even if you had girl group medleys, you'd have to end up in Korea, because that's where it's popping right now. Like, just let's be honest, you know. But yeah, they're killing it out there in South Korea, you know. So yeah, you'd have to basically go that way. You'd have like the Spice Girls. If you went with a girl group, you'd have like, because we had the girl groups in the 50s and 60s, and then we had like the Spice Girls, so you'd have to start there and then go down into the who else, who was in the 90s, like all these random, we had like these little pop-up groups, and then we'd go to what is that group with Camila Cabello and Normani, what's the girl group called? I don't remember. And then we get to Fifth Harmony, and then we end up with like Blackpink. But then we have to have some Japanese girl groups because I said so. Right, they are also in the middle because Japan was killing it with the girl groups. And then whatchamacallit, then we end up with like Blackpink, and or like, what are these girl group names in South Korea? I don't even listen to K-pop on that level, I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah, I mean, we could have a nice medley. That would hold everybody's attention because, yes, the Beach Boys. Okay. Marky Mark has to come and sing Good Vibrations. Yeah, pump it, pump it. And Jump Rope. Oh man. That's my song though. That's on my workout playlist. That's my song right there. Yeah, you feeling it? Oh man. Yeah, I mean, we need a medley, guys. Like, we need like, cause I mean, I don't really think we're in the times where one artist can sustain audience retention for the whole 15 minutes. I think we just need pop-ups. We need people popping up from the ground where you're like, oh my God, it's such and such. Oh my God, it's such and such. And just have a nice medley, you know? Yeah, New Edition, New Kids on the Block, Backstreet Boys. Yeah, you're right. That's true, you know? And have them all do their hits, their biggest hits, and just pow, 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 pow. Yep. Yep. We need that. We could have a nice 2000s medley too, where we have everybody come from the late 90s to the like 2005 and just do their breath of hits. You see, guys, put me on the committee. put me on the Super Bowl committee. I should be the Minister of Arts and Culture in America, guys. Like, the next 4 years would be lit. Like, I'm telling you, we would make art and culture great again. I'm telling you. I'm literally telling you guys. Like, I have so many good ideas. It's just I don't have the money to fund my good ideas. So, no, you're right. You agree. Y'all agree. You know, y'all agree. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because the people with the best ideas literally don't have the money to fund them. It's so disheartening. Like, that's why they say the richest place on earth is the graveyard. But mine. Oh God, because all the great ideas like are not funded, you know. But we would have like the most watched Super Bowl of all time if I was the person on the committee, in my humble opinion. So, all right, guys, next topic. What do y'all want to talk about? More music? This is fun. I can't even play Good Vibrations. They'll hit me with a copyright strike. And I like the piano too in the song. A great personality and sense of humor. Thank you. I'm from Texas. I feel like I answered this question last week. I was born in Austin, Texas, the great state of Texas. So, and I've lived all over the place and met all different types of people. So it's all, if you threw it all in a blender, you would get my personality. Oh man. No, I think I could be a comedian. Not a stand-up comedian though, but I really have like, I have it, you know? It's such a good vibration. Such a sweet temptation. Did you guys know that back in the days, in those times, they used to like make fat people sing, plus-sized people, big people sing, and then they would have skinny people like they would literally have skinny people be the face, like Milli Vanilli them. So, you know, because they were like, oh, you know. Anyways, how would I know what? How would I know what? What is the how would I know what? Willie Claude Joseph, yes. That's a cool name. Where in Texas are you from, Tyrell? No, you know what's funny? I feel like it's funny because people how would I know what I'm talking about? Because I know what I'm talking about. How would you know what you're talking about? Because you know the topic that you're talking about. What do you talk? What kind of question is that? Can we ask questions that make sense? But anyways, I think it's funny. Yeah, I think it's funny. Oh, you're from Houston? Okay, cool, cool. I feel like we had this conversation last week. Maybe I have amnesia, but nah, yeah. I'm from Austin. And I used to go to Houston all the time back when I was a kid before, because I lived in Texas for the first 10 years of my life. So I used to go to Houston a lot. It was like 2 hours away. So, you know, anyways. Yeah, I'm well read, the Queen's Guard. I'm well traveled. I speak multiple language. I'm not a dunderhead. So, you know, Willie just wants attention yet again. You know what's funny, guys? I knew some people in my life, like true story, who didn't like me and made fake accounts. They made fake accounts to whatchamacallit. No, Terrell, I'm sorry. Every time I like people always ask me where I'm from, so I was like, I feel like I had this conversation before. I'm sorry, but yeah, so people who swear that they don't like me, they make up fake accounts and then they like come into my spaces and it's just like so strange. But also I think it's very strange how people make the assumption that just because you're in a happy mood or like they're seeing a different side of you, let's say that they found a YouTube video where you were talking about historical topics, right? And then in one video you're in a good mood and you're laughing and they think you must be on a substance. Maybe I don't need to depend on a substance, maybe you do, but I don't. So maybe I'm in a happy mood, maybe I'm laughing, maybe life is good, maybe I'm not miserable, maybe I'm not depressed, so I'm happy. So just because somebody's happy or they're laughing doesn't mean that they're on a substance. I don't do substances. And you're rude. You're very extremely rude, Willie. Like, you're a rude person. You don't come in people's live streams asking stupid questions. That's a stupid question. Don't ask stupid questions. So, you know, I'm just asking, like, would you walk up to somebody on the street who's laughing at a joke and be like, hi, are you high? Just want to know. I'm just asking, like, why would you ask that question? That's literally stupid. Do you see me smoking with a doobie? Like, no, don't ask me a stupid question. That's all I have to say. Like, don't ask me a stupid ass question. Like, that's all. So anyways, and what right do you even have to ask me that question? Like, you don't even know me to ask me such a dumb question. So Anyways, all right. Next topic, guys. Yo, that pissed me off. I hit him from my channel. That just really pissed me off. Like, I'm so sorry, guys. Like, I'm not even trying to be moody or being triggered, but that was just so stupid. Like, that was literally dumb. Like, anyways. Yes, thank you. Thank you, yes. I'm not to toot my own horn, but I am well-traveled and I am smart. Thanks. But why would anybody literally just be like, oh, hey, you're laughing. Are you high? Like, dude, do I look like I'm high? Do you see me doing drugs? Like, are you dumb? Anyways, next topic. And the crazy part, no, it was an insulting question. It was literally dumb. Like, why are you like, yes, I am full of energy. This is water. Like, I'm just in a good mood. Like, sorry that I'm not like, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna be delving into very serious topics. Like, bro, I'm not that kind of person. Like, don't ask me stupid questions and you won't get a sassy response. Like, and some people literally think that because like I'm like funny or whatever, that I'm like not gonna be sassy. Like, don't piss me off. Like, literally don't. Like, just annoying. Like, that's annoying. You guys, is that not annoying? That's literally annoying. Have you never met someone who laughs? Have you never met someone who smiles? Goodness gracious. Margaret, no, I have never heard of anyone named Josh Johnson. I've never heard of that person before, but I'll look him up because my iPad is right here, and if I don't look it up, if I don't look it up right now, I'm literally gonna forget. So I'm just gonna look him up right now and put him in my watch later playlist so that I don't forget, because I'm gonna literally forget. Wait, hold up. Oh wait, no, I've seen him before, but I just didn't I didn't know his name. Okay, hold on. All right, I saved him to my watch later playlist. Exactly. People can be happy and not high. High does not equal happy. There's people who are high and miserable, okay? So I've never done drugs in my life. Like, what the hell? Stupid guy. Yo, some people just wake up and they're like, oh, I'm gonna eat stupidity for breakfast and then be stupid today. And then just try to infect it like a disease. Like, goodness gracious. My name literally means joy. It means rejoice. I'm happy. Should I be sitting on here having a mental breakdown? Did I used to listen to Wendy Williams? Yes, but not like actively. Like, I would watch like compilations of her saying funny stuff. But yeah. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't believe it's already been 43 minutes. Time is flying when I'm having fun, you guys, and telling people off. All you had to do was answer my question. Who are even you to even demand that I answer a question a certain way? Like, what are you talking about? Okay, do any of you guys have Valentine's Day plans? Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Do we celebrate that around here? I don't. I'm just kidding, guys. I don't have a Valentine, but you know. Yo, pissing me off, man. Am I overreacting? Let me know in the comments if I've overreacted. Like, I just don't like when people ask me stupid questions. Like, 90% of the time when people do lives, I just watch. I just literally just sit there quiet and just watch. I don't like ask dumb questions. Like, even though they say there's no such thing as a dumb question, some people are just very rude, like extremely rude. Like the person who was like, "Oh, did your baby daddy beat you up?" Do I look like I have a baby daddy? Have you guys ever in your life thought that I had a kid? Like, do I look like I have a kid? Like, yo, what? Like. And you're assuming I have a baby daddy. Why? Because I'm black? Like, are you joking? Like, yo. Would you ask a white woman if she had a baby daddy? Probably not. Like, probably. What is wrong with people? Like, literally, what is wrong with people? But anyways, guys, true story. I had somebody that I knew in real life make fake accounts. And basically, like, it was so crazy because this person told me they didn't want to talk to me anymore. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So then I blocked them because I'm like, yo, if you don't want to talk to me, you can't have access to me. You cannot block me and like, I mean, you cannot say you don't want to talk to me and then you still get to like look at my Instagram and all these things, right? So I blocked them. Tell me why. Life went on. I moved on with my life. I was just chilling. And then I went to France in 2023, and this was all on YouTube. Like the videos are on YouTube, right? So I went to France, had a great time, of course. Turned 28, had a great time. Um, Tell me why. Like this person, when I came back, literally made fake accounts. And do you know their profile picture on TikTok was things that I posted on my Instagram story? So do you know how weird that is? You have to screenshot my Instagram story, make a TikTok. Cause that's the only place that I didn't block this person because I literally forgot like to block them there. Cause you know those people who like they follow you on Facebook, your Facebook friends, your Instagram friends, and then you're like follow each other on TikTok because you know each other in real life. So you're like, all right, whatever, I'll just follow you on all of your socials. Big mistake. So then that person literally went on a tirade and they would literally comment on my leave comments on my page, and then like when I wouldn't respond, they would respond to their own comments. So like it's like if somebody said, Tumi, you look so ugly. And on top of looking ugly, you're stupid. But they're replying to themselves because I don't reply. And so it's just literally so ridiculous. It's so stupid, but it was just literally crazy. I was like, yo. And then when I talked about it on Instagram or whatever, because they were trying to say that, oh, they said the things that I bought from France were fake because I took myself shopping. Like, I had a great time. And they were like, oh, you bought fake things and you borrowed. First, they said that I borrowed things from the boutique. So please tell me, guys, I go to Cartier and borrow a bracelet and bring it to America. They're going to let me bring it to America. What if I never put it back in the mail to mail it back? As the woman on TikTok said, turn it on. Turn it on. Like, and then they said that I bought fake things from Etsy. So I went to France and then pretended to shop and then bought like fake shopping bags and bought the fakes from online, but then conned my followers into thinking, oh, I really bought this stuff. And it was so crazy that my sales associate from YSL literally texted me and said that I could post the screenshots on my Instagram stories to basically prove my innocence that that I was really a customer there. Like, it was literally ridiculous. And I had never experienced that before in my whole life. And so my friend who's a YouTuber, she's like, Tumi, you're famous. I was like, no, I'm not. She's like, that's exactly what happens to famous people. That's what happens to famous people. So it was just a really ridiculous, very crazy, crazy time. But yeah, I heard that song. I was gonna clean my room, but then I got high. Yeah, I heard that song back in middle school. I remember that song. People used to really be into it. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, did you see the Wendy Williams video where they said she was in the high-rise building in New York? That was so sad. And that basically like she's in that assisted living facility and she can't be let out, and that was just really depressing. Like, I'm just like, oh my god, dude, like conservatorships are hectic. It's sad. It's very sad. It was very, very sad. Lori said, be your own Valentine. Amen, sister. Amen. That's the plan. That is literally the plan. And the funny part about like being your own Valentine is that like you can get yourself stuff and not complain, because you know there are people who like spend money on you and then they're like, oh, you're so expensive, you want flowers, you want perfume, you want this, you want that, why you want that? But like when you literally are paying for yourself, you can do whatever you want for yourself and you're not gonna complain because it's literally you taking care of you. So good night, Sheila. Sleep well. Good night. Thanks for watching and commenting. Okay, guys, next topic. Leave comments so that I'm not just screaming into the void. Into the void. Hello, Two Thumbs. That's an interesting username. How are you doing? My New Year's video was cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. I got very sick after that video. Super duper sick. I was sick for like half of January. Okay, guys, what else do I talk about? Can you leave comments? I don't know what to say. And we're getting on to an hour of the live stream, so let me know what you want me to talk about. We already talked about Ingriftus. We already talked about Valentine's Day. What else did we talk about? How's my art going? It's going good. I actually recorded a video. This is very messy, but I'm storyboarding my film. And basically, this is what it looks like. I know it makes no sense to anybody, but this makes a perfect sense to me. So this, this is my film so far. So yeah, that's how it's going. I basically just have to map out in a very loose comic form how all the scenes are gonna go, and I'm just making a bunch of like extreme notes to myself as if I have a team of people who need to read these notes, but like it's only me. But yeah, that's how my other film is going. I'm literally juggling like 5 films at one time, but I just decided to focus on one. So the good thing is that I already got basically most of the sound, because a lot of times what some people do is that well, most studios, the drawing is basically the last thing. So most studios will already have the script and all of those things, and then they'll get the sound. So like walking, footsteps, crowds, whatever, whatever, whatever. And then it helps when you end up drawing because you're like, you have the sounds or whatever. So I'm just doing like the easiest parts first because the drawing is the hardest part, but I already kind of mapped out the film, wrote a bunch of notes, have a bunch of mood boards, and have my characters and all that. So there's that. Thanks for asking how my art is going. So that's it so far with this film, and it's inspired by true events. Um, so that's gonna be fun. I hope you guys like it. So yeah, my views on life. That's a very extremely vague question. That's so vague. That's very broad. So that's oh yeah, so Two Thumbs, it's an animated movie, so it's not like a live action movie. So I don't know if you know that I do animation, but yeah, you said how's my art going? So yeah. Anyways, you do practical effects for B movies. Okay. Okay, yeah, that is good. My views on life. Lori, can you kind of condense it, like my views on romance, my views on religion, my views on I don't know what. Psychology, like life is just vague. It's too vague. It's very vague. It's big. We gotta funnel it down, or else I'd be here for 5 hours talking about different topics and going from left, right, and center. Unless you want me to be here for 5 hours, like like Bishop Larry Gators. Okay, does anybody else have anything else to put in the chat? Because if you guys are slow, I'm just gonna be like, do I utilize AI in my art? No, I don't. Not at all. No, I'm not an AI fan when it comes to art. No. No, because that's taking away my job. So, no. Nope. My view of being a woman. Okay, well, it's a very interesting experience. I would never be a man. I would never trade it for anything. Like, I love being a woman, but it's annoying at certain times. It's very annoying once a month. But I think overall, like being a woman is a very, very interesting experience that it's a very interesting experience so far. Me being a woman for 29 years has been a very interesting experience. I think being a woman, it's so interesting, like what we're capable of and what women have done society wise. And I don't mean like just working, I mean like even with, yeah, it's very annoying once a month, yes. It's unbearable once a month being a woman, but I think it's so interesting, even like the fact that women are like beautiful, right? Um, what would I do if I woke up as a man? I would scream. I'd probably be in a mental hospital for 24 hours, but I would just be so shocked. That should be a movie, but if I was a man for 24 hours, I would literally like be in the male brain and be like, "Yo, what? What's happening up here? What are they thinking? What is their thought process?" What is the thought process of a man? I'm so curious. I'm literally I'm so curious. Like, what are men even thinking? Like, what are they thinking? I think I would just walk around like, you know, like when Mulan was pretending to be a man, and she'd be like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" Oh man. Oh man. She said, you can make up any story you like, work with a couple mean girls, and I did just that. It was very funny. Even my boss liked it. Um, Wait, what do you mean you can make up any story you like? I don't like to make up stories unless it's for the art. Unless I'm writing a book or making a movie. Like I don't like, you know, you said nothing is happening in the brain. Yeah, I mean, I think no offense, I think some men are very one-dimensional thinkers. Like no offense, like but I think also people who are I think that people who are like creatives have different brains. Like I just feel like people who are creatives just have different brains and like we just think differently. So I think that men who are like let's say men who are predominantly into sports have completely different brains than men who are into the arts. Like I just feel like those are two different brains, but that's whatever. Like a valley girl and like a like a woman who's a valley girl versus a woman who's like a mathematician have different brains. Have I ever had frog legs? Absolutely not. No, I've never had frog legs. No. No, I'm scared. I'm literally scared. It's funny because the other day I was watching YouTube and the dude who has the red headband, he ate some frog legs in France and I was just like nah. I didn't have escargot either. I was too scared. Whatchamacallit? All right, let's see. S Kicker said, I'm just here to support you and listen while I do my budget. Thanks for the laughs. Thank you for being here so much. Yeah, we're all God's creation. I agree that we're all God's creation, but we're not all God's children because the Bible says that the only people who are God's children are, you know, people who believe in Jesus who were adopted into the heavenly family, basically. I think that's in the book of John, but we're all God's creation. I know, I just feel like everyone has different thought processes. I didn't mean that in a bad way, but everyone, people have different thought processes from different people. Like I've talked to people who are engineers who have a different thought process than me because I draw comics and animation. So we literally think differently. That's not an insult. So you mean to tell me you have the same thought process as a ballerina and you're a chef? No. You think differently because you do different things. What do I think about pizza base with Nutella on it? I've never had that before either. What do you... I've had Nutella by itself, but not like... I think like a dessert Nutella would be good. Like Nutella and strawberries on like a pie crust vibe or like pizza crust with no sauce, you know? So yeah. Next question, class. See, I want to have a fun live stream. Don't make me stream for 3 hours and talk about the Illuminati. I can't, like, I can't do that. Thank you. I try. I try, guys. No, I think because of me being an artist and loving music and stuff, I'm just like analytical. What are my thoughts on Pluto, the planet? I don't really want to talk about outer space because then we're gonna get into some woo-woo stuff. So do you mind if I respectfully skip the question? But you said, Baby Box, you said, I enjoy your positivity, joining in from Southern Cali. Hello, from Southern Cali. I used to want to live in California really bad. Have I ever had donkey stew? Do I look like I've eaten donkey stew before? Yo. I've had oxtail. Yes, I have had oxtail and it's delicious. No, I have not had donkey. I haven't had donkey. I haven't had alligator. I've had venison one time. I haven't had armadillo. I haven't had frogs. I haven't had escargot. I don't eat like a niche. If you can't really get it at the grocery store, I don't eat it. Okay, so yeah. I don't eat coconut. I don't eat cashews. I don't eat walnuts. I don't eat pecans. So, okay. It's chicken, beef, lamb, sometimes goat, but goat is not my favorite. I've never had horse. I've never had alligator. I had duck one time. I didn't like it. So, okay. Do I have any memories about some sweet or dessert? About my grandma? What about my grandma? That is literally so random. Guys, next question. Yeah, lamb is good. Lamb is very good. It's great. Can we talk about movies? Let's talk about cinema, okay? Because I don't want to keep talking about food that I've never eaten, that I never would even think about eating. What's the best fruit to juice? I don't juice, but I like cranberry juice, mango juice, passion fruit juice. Those are the best ones. Do I teach kids storyboarding? No, I'm not a teacher. Have I seen the movie Me, Myself, and Irene? No, I have not, but I've heard of it. I haven't watched it though. It used to play on like on TNT, those sorts of channels, but I've never watched it. Have I ever seen a ghost? No, no, I have not. My favorite Miyazaki film is Kiki's Delivery Service. It is a great movie. And I know some people may be like, oh, but it's about a witch. It's an animated movie. It's a good movie. It's a great movie. Knock, knock, who's there? Boo. Boo, right behind you. I don't know. Eve loves God. Hello. Hi. Gabrielle, why is this? Did you know there's only 18 people here? Why are you live? No one cares. But you're here and you're watching and you're commenting, so you care. Here's that attention you wanted on a silver platter. There you go. Who's there? Ida, Idaho. Oh man. Okay, MS, please don't ask stupid questions. Sorry, but don't ask me ridiculous questions like these weird hypothetical questions that are like literally so random. But okay. Next. Any spooky stories? No. When I was younger, I used to read scary stories to tell in the dark. That book that used to traumatize me. What do I think about M leaving Whistler? First of all, you guys have the funniest username, Space Cat Moonbeam, two thumbs. Like you guys literally have the funniest usernames. Like I'm just like, yo, what? But what do I think? I mean, guys, I wasn't there. I'm not Tom Bauer. I was not there. I'm not a fly on the wall. I only care about Invictus because other people were talking about it. So I was just literally, I didn't, you guys know I didn't make any videos on it. So I was just watching other people's content because they were doing the on the ground reporting. Um, whatchamacallit? Some people think she left because she was kicked out. Some people feel like she left because the Prince Joaquin, one of the princes of Sweden, Denmark. I can't remember. I'm sorry, I forgot. But that he's going and he doesn't want her to be there. I don't know. Um, yeah. So I don't know why she left. I don't know. I don't know. She said to get back to her kids. That's her reason. What can I say, guys? I can't. What can I say? Because we're only speculating. Like we don't know the answer. Like we can only just say, oh, I think it's this or I heard this. I'm not a person who has inside sources. There are some people who claim that they have inside sources at from her staff. I'm not one of those people, so I'm not gonna speak on things that I literally have no idea like about. You know what I mean? It would it would be different if like if she gave a speech and we were analyzing the words of the speech, but like I have no idea why she hopped on a plane and left. Like I really don't know. Yeah. Yeah, we talked about the harassment of Tom Bauer. Yeah, that wasn't cool. We talked about that earlier. That wasn't cool at all. It was ridiculous because he had a press pass. Even if he didn't, he has the right to sit there and just observe. It's his literal right to just. He's not bothering anybody. So, it's not the. It's Anyways. Oh man. Do I watch TMZ much and do I think that they're credible? One of the guys spoke to Miss Williams and said she sounded perfectly fine and she went out of the conservatorship. Yeah, so I listened to the whole interview that she did on the Breakfast Club, and that was very heartbreaking because she did like a pretty long interview on there and basically talked about, in her own words, about how she was not allowed visitation, that sometimes they take her phone, that like she will coordinate with people to come and visit, and all of that kind of stuff, and then like the visits won't happen and all of that. So yeah, she's basically been wanting out of the conservatorship for a long time, apparently, in her own words. So like I like to listen to things straight from the source. So I'm maybe like I don't know, Margaret, if you just found out about the whole situation, but she did a whole interview like a few weeks ago, I want to say, where like you can hear her speaking because she called into the Breakfast Club, and that was like very very sad. And she was like crying on the phone, saying that her father's like elderly. I think he's 90 something, and he's not doing well, and she like is scared that she's not gonna be able to go to the funeral. So like that was really really like it was a lot. So I think I mean, she had like health problems and stuff. So like I guess her family or her I don't know, like her family, and remember she got a divorce and stuff and she wasn't really doing well, and so and then she had to quit her show because she was sick or something. And so I guess her family put her under the conservatorship because as far as I know, your family, like your parents, kids and all that can put you into a conservatorship because you're like not they feel like you're not mentally well enough to take care of your own finances or your own life. So then somebody who's like your dad or your husband will be the conservator and, make all those executive decisions. So, yeah. Hello, Sandy. Am I a stylist of some kind? No, I'm not. I just like fashion and I just like Pinterest and clothes. That's all. Whatchamacallit, if I could only have one meal for the rest of my life, what would it be? That's a very hard question, but I think it would be oh man. I think it would be a thali, which is an Indian dish, which is like naan and a bunch of different side dishes and all that kind of stuff because it's variety. So that would be pretty good, but I feel like maybe even then I would get tired of it, but it's it's good if you've ever had it before. But yeah. What kind of cereal, Sandy? And thank you for saying you enjoy hearing my point of view. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, but I hope that she gets out of the conservatorship. So, yeah, they have it like they literally only have it at Indian restaurants, so you'd have to get them. So, get it over there at an Indian restaurant. Have I been to Europe? Yes, I just talked in the chat how I went to France. I was in Paris. I did not backpack. I'm not a hiker. I don't do the mountains and all that kind of stuff. I was in Paris and stayed in a hotel. So, yeah. Yeah, the Queen's Guard. Yeah, apparently she was uh abusing alcohol pretty bad. Yeah, that was very sad. I wanted to watch her Lifetime documentary, but I they didn't. You had to like pay for Lifetime or whatever because I don't have cable. So, yeah. Much love from Ripley, Mississippi. Thank you. Much love from Oregon, from the Oregon Trail. But yeah, two thumbs. If you like spicy food, then Indian food is the food for you. But yeah. Um, and thank you, Sandy, that you said you've been watching for years now. That's very sweet of you. What keeps you coming back? My point of view. You missed me being sassy in the chat today. Nah, spicy food is good for you, man. It's very good for you. It's great. It's very good. And it's good for your metabolism. But I understand for your gut, it does a number on you sometimes if it's too spicy. Ah, thank you. Thank you for saying I have a good spirit. That's very kind. Was he nice? Was he kind? That's very good. That's very kind. There's certain words that got ruined because of Meghan Markle for me. Like just certain words, I just start laughing when it's not. I'm not even supposed to be laughing. Like, is he nice? Because if he wasn't nice, it wouldn't make any sense. You said Wendy's representative at Wells Fargo was able to put her in a conservatorship, though. That was messed up that they could do that. Yeah, I didn't even know that they had that kind of power. I thought it had to be like your family, like your spouse, your parents, your siblings. Maybe not even your siblings, but yeah. Um, Thank you for saying that I'm kind and respectful. I literally try. Like, I don't view myself as a person with disrespect. And the worst part is nowadays, people are so sensitive that even a simple critique of people's behavior, like if somebody like, um, if somebody truly just like took a video of mine and they just went point by point of what I said and like analyzed it and said, "Oh, this is my opinion on what Tumi's saying and thinking." That's not disrespect. Everyone has the right to critique and analyze. That's what the brain is for. The brain is a processor. You're supposed to take in information, take in words, and process it through this thing called the brain, and then come up with, I agree for this reason or I disagree for this reason. You know what I mean? But nowadays, if you don't like bow down at someone's feet and worship them and think, oh, you're just the bee's knees, then people think that you're like rude. Like, no, like I'm just, maybe it's not, you know. You lived and worked in London and absolutely loved it a while ago, but I don't think I'd be doing that anytime soon. What, eating Indian food or working in London? I'm confused. You're real and you're a wonderful person. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thanks. Okay, guys, we've been here for over an hour. What do we talk about now? We talked about art. We talked about Invictus. We talked about foods I never ate before. We got a little sassy, had to block some people. We talked about fake friends. What else do we talk about? Oh, thank you. Yes, everyone, get my book, Capturing the Crown. I'm so tired of saying that because I feel like I'm on QVC. It was like, oh yeah, and here we have this, we have this lovely book. But yeah, it's in my what do I think about the Blake Lively ordeal? I feel like I talked about this last week, but yeah, I just think a lot of people who grow up in Hollywood, like that's not a normal place to be. That's literally not normal. Like it's not normal to be famous. It's not normal to have everyone like taking pictures of you and whatever. Even being a social media person is not really normal. That's not it's new. It's all new. And even like how people take selfies, like back in the day people never really looked at themselves as much as we look at ourselves now. So that all that stuff creates like problems up here. So if you're I couldn't imagine being famous from the age of 5 and then being like, oh, do you know who I am? I was on this show and I was on that show and I was on this show and I was on that show. So it's one of those things where it's like a lot of people just grow up who are child stars with this weird perception, and then when they get in places where like let's say that they're the most famous person in the cast, they start to act like, oh well, my dad is the producer, my uncle is this, my whatever, I'm the big star, people are coming to see the movie because I'm the big talent, you're the nobody. So I just feel like it's not even just a Blake Lively thing. I think it's just a ego thing, and then everyone has a natural ego, like we all do. But there are people who let the things like the numbers and the lights and even seeing yourself on a big screen get to you, and they become like boof, you know. Um, all right, let me block this troll. Hold up, because they're annoying. All right. Anyways, yo, I swear to God, bro. Yo, honestly, like, even though I'm a person who does critiques, I don't view myself as a troll. Like, I'm literally not an internet troll. Like, so it's mad funny how, for whatever reason, on this live stream, and the only weird part about it, well, it wasn't weird. I posted on my main Instagram page that I'm gonna be live today, and then I get an influx of trolls. Like, I hid them from my channel. Don't even worry, Two Thumbs. It's funny how the rapper's name is Two Chains and your name is Two Thumbs. It's killing me. Don't you want to be able to say, don't you know who I am? No. Because I feel like once you start talking like that, you literally look so stupid. Because, like, okay, let's be for real. I have 40 something thousand subscribers, but do you guys think people in the street know who I am? They don't. They don't. My YouTube channel's gotten 8 million views, but I don't go outside and say, oh, big sunglasses on, huge, giant sunglasses on, big wide brimmed hat. Like, oh, do you know who I am? Do you know don't you know who I am? I want a free dessert at this restaurant. You know, walking around like I own the place, like my ish don't stink, as they say, with a dog in my purse. Like, don't you know who I am? Wearing shades at night in the club, like, oh, don't you know who I am? Don't you know who I am? Look at my Instagram. Look at my Insta. You see how many followers I have? Don't you know who I am? Like, I've literally heard stories where in LA, you could be in line to go to parties and they'll literally look at your phone and be like, how many followers do you have? And if you have like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, you can't come in the party. They want you like 60, 70, 80, 100K and up. I mean, that's just ridiculous, but hold up. Let me see. You said Margaret said I never mentioned Indian food, huh? Yeah, I love Indian food. I love Indian food. It's some of my favorite food. I mean, I don't. Not every detail of my life is known on this YouTube channel because I mean I don't like. If I had a GoPro on my head and I live streamed every second of my life, you know, then like that would be different. But whatchamacallit, yeah, I love Indian food. It's delicious. How do I stay grounded as a Christian? Whatchamacallit? How do I stay grounded as a Christian? Man, let me tell you. Because God knows how to humble people. But I feel like when how do I say this? I feel like there's certain people that God keeps humble for their or people who know trouble, like God will like let them know pain and suffering and struggle and drama so that they never forget that like God is there for them. You know what I'm saying? Because there are people who have like not even a silver spoon, a platinum gold diamond encrusted spoon that they're fed with, and like they don't know, like they don't really under like okay, I mean, I maybe this is not the right version, but like this maybe this is not like kind of the right story, right? But like Joseph's brothers in the Bible, right? Joseph is my favorite person in the Bible after Jesus. Okay, so Joseph in the Bible, his brothers were all haters, and they were all jealous of him, right? But Joseph was the one who was bullied by his brothers. He was also the one who was like the second to youngest, right? So he had all these other older brothers who were like, I mean, I wouldn't say that he was like hated from the day he was born, you know what I'm saying? But like obviously because his dad started to favor him and then also he had an anointing. But the thing that always sticks out to me about Joseph in the Bible, not Jesus' stepdad, but Joseph in the Old Testament, right? Is that Joseph's whole family had the same anointing as him, but they did not realize it. Did you notice the two dreams that Joseph had? He did not interpret them. His family interpreted them. When he had the dream where he was like, "Oh, I had the dream about the I was gathering wheat and your wheat bowed to my wheat." His family said, "Oh, so you think you're going to be over us?" That's what his family said. He didn't say, "Oh, guys, I had a dream that I was placed in a high position." He didn't even know what the dream meant. He's like, you know, when you wake up, you're like, "Yo, I had this crazy dream last night." And he said, "I had a dream that I was gathering wheat and that my wheat grew taller than you guys' wheat and your wheat bowed to my wheat," right? Then he had another dream where the sun, the moon, and 12 stars bowed to his star. He was a star and they bowed to him. And his dad was like, "You're saying that me and your mom and this whole family is gonna be above, be under you. You're gonna be above us, and you're the youngest. Are you crazy?" Because back then it was all about hierarchy of the father, the mother, and then the firstborn who got the biggest inheritance, and then everybody else. So like his family had the same exact anointing, but they didn't understand it because they were so wrapped up in we're farmers, we're shepherds, this is our culture, this is our heritage. So there's a lot of people in life who are just as talented as you, if not more so talented, but they don't realize it because they're caught up in I'm black. I'm black and I'm just another black man in America and I'm downtrodden and I'm just trying to make it. It's another day in the white man's America. That's their mindset, that they can't even see the talent that they have because their mindset is downtrodden. They're like, "Oh, we're just farmers and we're shepherds and we're this and this is just how we're living out here." But his brothers started to hate him. The Bible says that his brothers hated him because of his dream, because they knew it was a prophecy, but they just didn't know how the prophecy would be fulfilled. Because if they knew how the prophecy would be fulfilled, they would literally never have sold him into slavery, because when they sold him into slavery out of jealousy, that ended up fulfilling the prophecy, because he ended up going to Egypt. Long story short, became second in command under Pharaoh, and then he ended up being over them, okay, as the governor of Egypt. So I feel like God lets people know struggle, suffering, hatred, jealousy, bitterness, all that, because he's literally just preparing me for where I'm going. So I can't even have a big ego. I can't literally, like, off camera, like, people don't really know what my life is like off camera. I can't even have a big ego because of the things that are happening to me in my life. And by the time God takes me to where he's going, it will be literally by the grace of God. So I won't even have anything to brag about, like, yeah, I did this. Do you know who I am? It was me. I want to thank me, myself, and I, because I'm the one who got myself here. I wouldn't even be able to say that, because I'll know it was God who literally took me the whole way. Also, guys, I have a bit of an addiction. Whenever I buy glasses, you see this tortoiseshell like print. This is like, if they're not black sunglasses, they look like this. Like, this is like what I like. And even when I look at sunglasses online, these are from H&M and these are from Shein. These are like red light blocking glasses, blue light blocking glasses. And then every time I look at sunglasses, if they're not black, I literally look at them, and I could look at 50 pairs that look just like this, and I'm like, yeah, these and I look at like 10 pairs and be like, oh, yeah, but these are not the same as the other ones, when they look literally the same. Like, and they have to be a certain shape. I can't get the ones that, no. But the other pair of glasses that I have, my YSL sunglasses that I got in Paris, I don't remember where they are. They're in a purse somewhere, but anyways. Yeah, so that's how I stay humble. Yes, with the support of Jesus. Okay. Glad you got my live. Okay. Good night, Margaret. Have fun. You're spending it with your 3 grand. Okay. Bye-bye. Good night. Yeah, I know what it's like to have a thorn in your side, believe me. I know what that's like. The rod is a blessing. Yeah, for now. Only when it comes from God, then it's a blessing. When it comes from other people, you're like, what are you doing? But like, yeah, it's only yeah. The Bible says God disciplines who he loves. So he's always trying to like keep you like horse blinders, I feel like this, so that you're just like focused on him, because like it's very easy to like be like Peter and get distracted and, you know, start drowning because you're like your eyes are not on the prize, you know, which is Jesus. But I think it'll be all worth it in the end, and that when I get to where God is taking me, then I'll be like, okay, it makes sense. Because right now I'm like, I don't even understand nothing. Like, I really don't I'm lost in translation, Jesus, but it'll all make sense one day. You know, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Jen, when you just like a lot of times like we kind of just skim over Genesis, because it's very like we're like, okay, Adam and Eve, and then we just kind of skip to Moses. But like the book of Genesis is where it's at. Like, there's a lot happening there, you know. And they even, his brothers would be like, there goes the dreamer, and let's see what's gonna become of him and his dreams. And it's like, dude, you guys, that's why Joseph even said, what you guys meant for evil, God turned it around for my good. So yeah. Yeah, guys, I could talk about Jesus for the next 72 hours if you wanted me to, but yeah, that's oy vey. Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate that. That's very sweet. I'm thankful for you too. Because honestly, you know, sometimes I think to myself, like, do I even make a difference in people's lives? Like, when I make YouTube videos, like, do people even care? Like, does it even matter? You know what I mean? Like, if I took a 3-year break from YouTube and just weren't on here, would people even care? But like, when I do live streams or when I actually read the comments, like, it's very like, it's nice to know. Like, I like it when people actually tell you, oh, you actually do make a difference, you know? So that means that, like, you know, my purpose is being fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, don't give up, y'all. And I won't give up, because it's rough out here, y'all. We're living in a crazy times. In a crazy world. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's very sweet. Hello, Virginia. Virginia Marie. Thanks for the trophy. Oh, man. Yeah, that is true. We need each other. It's not the time to like bury your head in the sand like an ostrich. Does anybody know why ostriches do that? I could look it up, but I'm not going to. Like we don't. It's not the time. Even though people are trying to divide us by race and politics and whatever. All these things that don't really matter. Like they matter, but they don't really matter. Like at the end of the day, we're humans, and we before there was even like America, there was humans. You know what I mean, with different ideas and stuff. Like it's literally stupid when people are like, I'm not gonna talk to you because then who you voted for. I'm not gonna talk to you because you think this way. I'm not, like, I just feel like we have more in. I feel like people have more in common than we have apart. But we literally let like people just they literally draw a box and then jump inside the box, and then they're just like, oh, how could you as a insert this title person do this XYZ action that I don't agree with. Like, I'm literally getting a headache even like talking like one of those people. Who do I credit with my wisdom? Jesus Christ, of course, just the Bible. When I used to there was a time where I dabbled in atheism and it was literally stupid, but God just, like, he's a shepherd and he just used his little shepherd's crook thing to just like drag me back. And I just, when I gave my life to Jesus seriously when I was 14, and I just started reading the Bible like a crazy person. Like, I became obsessed with the Bible and I would just read it all the time, bring my Bible to school, read it at lunch, to preach to my friends. Like, yeah. So yeah, people who hate on me the most hate themselves. No, I mean, honestly, I think like hate, when you hate somebody, do I even hate anybody? I don't think I hate anyone. Do I hate anybody? I've hated people before, but it's not to say I hate a person. I don't like people's actions. It's literally just actions. And it's really crazy because, like, I could speak to somebody who's like the complete opposite of me. Like, I could literally speak to somebody who's, let's say, an OnlyFans girl, and have a normal human conversation where we don't even have to talk about those sorts of things, right? But like, you can talk to people who are different than you, but there's some people who literally, if they find out that you're different than them in a way that puts them on a moral high horse, they will literally like start foaming at the mouth. You know what I mean? And people do that a lot, mostly nowadays with politics, right? So if they find out, oh, let you vote for Trump, they start foaming at the mouth. I live in a liberal state, so I couldn't even I don't see people with a Kamala sticker and foam at the mouth. Like, that's so immature. Like, that's literally, I feel like that person has bigger problems up here than politics. I don't even think it's politics that's really the problem. I think there's so many other things that they just, there's just a lot happening up here, and they use that as a like, in the stereotype of like people who beat people up, like the wife beater who's like, oh, the spaghetti was cold, boom. That's not the problem. They have deeper problems, but then they use that as a literal excuse to just be crazy. Like, should we hate the devil? Of course. He's not a person. He's not a person. He's an entity. He's not like a human like you and me who can make mistakes. He knows exactly what he's doing. So you can hate the devil all you want. I hate the devil, but I'm talking about human being, living, breathing, born of a woman and can pass away and go to the next realm. I'm not talking about like spiritual entities like angels and demons of who you should hate and who you shouldn't hate. But yeah, Virginia, my wisdom only comes from God. That's it. That's it. I'm not like smart by myself. Like, trust me. Trust me. In non-spiritual topics, that's not there. Like, hold on, let me scroll up. Let me see. So Gabriel said, "I'm sorry I trolled you earlier. I'm glad you're you, ma'am. Thank you. I'm too young to be ma'am. Way too young to be ma'am. Um, um, okay, Lori said, in reality, ostriches don't bury their head in the sand to avoid danger. Not only would they be unable to breathe, but when you think about it, they really have no reason to do so. Okay. Virginia said, I would like to think you have a whole family like you. No. Two Thumbs said, you're very smart. Ezekiel said, LOL. And the nail biting emoji. Uh, why? What's up with the nail biting emoji? That's mad funny. What is that for? Oh, man. What do I talk about next, guys? Next topic. I'm artistic. Did you know that that's the way people say you have autism nowadays without insulting you? People say, "Are you artistic?" That's what the kids say on TikTok. I'm like, yo, what is wrong? They don't say that to me, but they say that in general. Like, are you artistic? Or they say, are you acoustic? I don't know what's up with the kids, man. I don't know what's up with them, but that's their new thing. Are you acoustic? Like, why would you say that to somebody? I don't get it. No, I know what you mean. I was just saying. I was literally just saying. It's been 90 minutes. That's a whole soccer game. Okay, guys, should we wrap it up? I don't know what to talk about now. I'm running out of steam. Unless somebody gets me going again with a new topic. Oh, any traveling? I'm sorry. I think you asked me that like 3 times. I forgot. Not necessarily planned. I would like to go somewhere. I would like to go different places. I'd like to go back to Paris for my birthday. That's in July. I'm turning 30. Can you guys believe it? Oh my gosh. I'd like to go there, but we'll see, guys. Ostriches run 40 miles an hour and have powerful legs and strong beaks. That's good to know, Lori. Thanks for sharing that with the class. My birthday is July 11th. It's 7-Eleven, like the convenience store. You said, I've done this 3 times and I've come up short. Negative 88 twice and over 126, 87 once. I think I'm going with negative 88 to be safe. Okay. Hi, Disco 1000. Hello from Australia. JG Palestine. I'm not talking about Palestine. I'm not. No, no, we're not talking about geopolitics over here. Nope. Nope. Next topic. Nope. Next. Next. Oh man, you said you met me through Paula M. Thank you for coming here through Paula M, and shout out to Paula. I think she retired from my live and went to the other one. Y'all chased her away. Have a good evening. Oh man. What time is it in Australia right now? You know, guys, I got locked out of my other Instagram page because they said that they said that I don't want to talk about politics. It's so draining. I can't do it. And people get, I said it earlier, that people get so triggered when you talk about politics and they want to foam at the mouth and it's just too much. Like, no matter what side you're on, I can't do it. You said it's 4 p.m.? Okay, it's almost 9 o'clock over here, 9 p.m. over here. I need to go to a chiropractor, but I have a phobia, not really a phobia, but like I'm scared of them cracking your neck. So I think I need a massage instead of a chiropractor. Like, but I feel like a chiropractor would help me, but at the same time, I'm just scared of like when they just, I'm just like, nah, dude, can you just like adjust me from like the shoulders down? Have I ever had any pets? Okay, let's let's unpack this story. Yes? Okay. Do I watch viral YouTube sensation P Dinah? Yes. Y'all are funny. Yeah, I love P Dinah. I watch her videos like every time she uploads. I like her a lot. She's great, and we've done videos together before. Um, have I ever had any pets? Yes. Okay, so I had a fish, and it passed away. Um, my fish passed away because I went out of town, and my grandma was watching the fish, and she didn't know you had to change the water. So my fish, so my fish. So yeah, it's not even funny. But yeah, that's how my first pet died. Okay, and then one time at school, we had mealworms. Okay, we had mealworms in science class, and then we had mealworms, and then we got to take them home, and like I brought it home, and it was living in a shoebox, and it was just chilling like in the shoebox, and then I would bring it like food or whatever, and it was just hanging out in the box because it was not like a worm that was gonna like crawl out and be weird, you know what I mean? um and then oh, Dan Wooten, he says viral YouTube sensation. That's what he calls everyone. That's funny. But nah, I want to be interviewed by one of those people one day. Like that's on my bucket list to try and like finesse an interview and be like, yeah, guys, what's up? I think that would be so interesting. But yeah, I had a mealworm, and then mealworms actually turn into beetles. So they get into like a cocoon. So when it got into a cocoon, I took it outside and put it outside of the shoebox and had a little ceremony and like let it go like out there under the tree, like on the grass and stuff. And then my brother had a crayfish. Growing up in Texas, they would just give us these weird animals. Like, okay, so my brother had a crayfish, and we had it in a tank. Like this one, we went all out for. Like we bought a real tank, had food for it and all that kind of stuff, and like legit well, it ate fish food and stuff, so we used to feed it and stuff, and it was just chilling. And then like we had it, and then one day we went into the room where the tank was, and it started to like shed. I know this sounds so gross, but it started to like shed its like these things, and then like it like shed its skin or whatever. And I was just so confused. Like we were just kids. We were like 9 or 10 at the time, and so we had a funeral for it and flushed it down the toilet, and we never had any pets ever since then. But when I get married, I want to have a dog, so I want to buy a dog with my husband. So that's what I actually want. So but I would not raise a dog by myself. Like to me, that's too much responsibility alone. So like, you know, yeah. After you guys see me in a white dress, you'll see an added addition to my family. So I'll get a dog with my husband one day, God willing. So do I prefer Hershey's chocolate? All chocolate is basically the same. So chocolate is chocolate. Like, yeah. What kind of dog do you have? Two thumbs. Um, all right, guys. Do you guys have any other questions? I don't discriminate when it comes to chocolate, unless if the chocolate has coconut in it, it's a no. You said a viral YouTube sensation. I'll need to watch more of Dan Wooden's videos because I don't really watch them like that. Like, because there's people who are like YouTubers, and then there's like news people. Like him and Kinsey Schofield. I like them both, but they're like news. So when I watch them, I feel like I'm literally watching the news because I technically am. So it's different than watching someone who's like obviously recording like in their bedroom. You know, it's funny. Yeah, no, I've never had a dog before ever in my life, or a cat. So I've never had an animal with 4 legs. Just things you can keep in a tank, basically. Okay, guys, since there's no more questions, I'm gonna wrap it up. What's my favorite thing to do for fun? Watch Indian movies and documentaries. but mostly Indian movies. I've watched over 200 Indian movies and I'm gonna start talking about them. But if I had to review Indian movies, I would have to basically open up a Patreon because Indian movies are 3 hours long. So I would have to like watch the whole movie, put the whole thing on Patreon, and then condense it for YouTube. So yeah, I love Indian movies. That's my favorite thing. Have I ever seen Ghost World? No, I don't even know. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that before ever in my life. I don't know what that is. What is that? Educate me. Do I watch Neil Sean? No, I don't. Nope. I have, but I'm not like into him like that. No offense to him. You like Asian vampire movies? That is so random. Well, I guess it's random because I like Indian movies, but do you have a name of a of an Asian vampire movie that you think I should check out? Queenie is your favorite. Is it Queenie or Queen? The one with oh my gosh, what is her name? Stop. Oh my god. Oh, not TikTok, hold on. This movie, Queen, made me sob. This is such a good movie. This is a great movie. With Kangana, great. Um, you said it's with Scarlett Johansson. You said the main character loves all the Indian movies. Okay. All right, I'll watch it. If there's a character who watches have I been to Canada? No, I have not. I have not. Do I watch Shauna on Vintage Reach? So I actually just got into watching that channel. I'll have to like go through the channel and like watch it, watch it, watch it. But I've seen her videos like maybe 2 or 3 times. Let me write that down so I don't forget. Because if I don't write it down, I'm gonna forget because I have a lot of things on my mind. Watch Ghost World with ScarJo. Okay, I wrote it down. Do I believe in life after love? Am I Cher? Oh man, Barado, Vampire Hunters. Okay. All right, guys, I wrote it down. I'll check them out and I'll let you guys know what I think. Do I believe in life after love? Is that a troll question or is that a real question? All right, guys, it's been 103 minutes. I'm gonna go now, but thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys being on this live stream. Have a good Valentine's Day tomorrow. Enjoy it. And good night. Good day, good afternoon, wherever you are. Good morning. So, God bless you too. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye, guys. Bye. 2 thumbs up. Bye, guys. Happy Valentine's Day in advance. It's not Valentine's Day here yet, but happy almost Valentine's Day, and have a happy Valentine's Day tomorrow, everyone. Bye bye.